Yeah, just a bit.
Hello?
This,
Hello?
which,
Hello? Yes.
Hello.
which is Geeta
We can hear
again?
you.
Can someone make sure the OBS just reconnected? Can someone make sure it's up again?
Yeah, I'm having to refresh. There we go.
Is it up? Is it
It's up. It's up.
My parents are taking down the Christmas decorations, so there's a good chance they're going to continuously dick around with the plug sockets and turning off the router.
For those who don't remember what Gita was, that was the town that you teleported into the inner world with.
Ah, yeah. And the purple grass with...
Yep.
That was,
I remember Gamida started a bar fight to try and prove dominance.
Yes. I
Is
got
this
me to
the
bar.
one Is this the one where we have an estate or not have an estate?
No, that'd be Cardilos where you have the estate.
Yeah.
I'll
I'm
be
pretty
honest,
sure that
I swear there's
Kaede
like
tried
two
some of the grass.
I swear there's
if I
like
recall
two
correctly.
different areas where we've had where Agamida has started a bar fight to
I mean, there are, but still.
dominance.
Yeah. Cardilas and here. And both times, I'm pretty sure... Actually, I don't know whether she won or not.
Yes, she won both bar fights.
In fact, one of them wasn't even at a bar. It was at a coliseum.
Yep.
No, that wasn't that me. Oh no, we also had to fight in the Coliseum.
Yep.
Yeah, to fight over a name.
We also had a fight in the lift.
That too. Good lord.
I swear,
That was a
I swear we
training
fought,
fight.
we
That
fought
was a
each other more than we
training
fought.
fight.
I swear we fought
that was a
each other more
training
than we
fight,
have
though.
enemies.
Did we not fight on something that's holding us up for dear lives?
But as you approach as you approach the road to Gita, and you get towards the tavern on the road inwards, you see standing outside the tavern, Sigve. For those who don't remember Sigve, he's a member of the Council of Cardilos, and you have talked to him a few times already.
Is he the one in charge of the lower quarter?
No.
Oh no.
He's the person that repairs things, while also needing to be repaired himself.
Sigve is the one that we told on.
He's the one that I haven't spoken to as Dora.
Yeah,
He was the one that Mia went to when Mia travelled through time and had to explain to someone, by the way, shit's gonna go boom.
Yeah, it's the lower quarter and the person in charge of the emergency stuff that I've spoken to.
Mm-hmm. Who is?
So paperwork. Lots of paperwork.
You have had a lot of contacts with Al Garouche. Darian, you're the one that you had on contact with Al Garouche.
Alagrush.
This is Sigve. The ones who have had the most contact with Sigve are, I think, Demeter, Sidon. I think one other of you had some contact with Sigve.
I'm not the one you're thinking about, but technically, because of my previous occupation, I dealt with a lot of the individuals in that city.
Also, by technicality, we all have when we entered the Stone Eater.
Mm-hmm.
By technicality.
So as you see Sidon, Demeter, you see Sigve, just his body, it's like half. It is always needing repaired body. Just
Hey, Sigve.
Oh, it's nice to see you.
Need some
I was
repairs
waiting for
again?
you to arrive.
We almost weren't. I see we need some repairs again.
Yes, I had a little bit of a trouble getting down here after I teleported. I kind of fell off the platform again.
Okay, let's see what I can do for you here. Just
one of his legs was kind of like half falling off.
Okay, yeah. Let's see what I can do for you here. I've got mending, so this could patch up a few places, but there are some things that I probably won't be able to fix completely. As I'm guessing, was it engineers and mending to see what is broken that I can fix?
Yes.
So with this, that would be perception. Okay. So intelligence or wisdom for this?
I'm gonna say intelligence.
Okay. Also, I should be rolling that twice because I'm exhausted.
Yes.
Let's see. Intelligence again.
20.
Okay,
not
20.
bad. You are able to repair his leg. You figure out what's wrong with his leg to repair it.
Okay.
Basically,
and-
what's happened is one of the servo motors in his legs fell off.
Okay. Okay, this thing fell off. What fell off in the process? Thankfully, you kept it around. Okay, and reattached like so. Okay, that should be
Thank
good for
you.
now.
Now, as I mentioned when you messaged me, I can tell you about the origin of the Aji Darnik.
I feel like we should probably do this somewhere more privately, yeah?
I have a private room here at the tavern.
Okay. Emma, and also
As he has
warning,
you all inside.
we do have one. We have one extra.
Technically, you have
looking
two
to
extras.
deter. Okay, two
Hmm.
extras. With a certain being hiding
I
in
have
the shadows.
three extras with you. Wow, you have 3 tagalongs right now. I
We have
forgot
girlfriend,
Leviathan
we
for a
have
second.
friend, and then one other.
Yeah, the girlfriend, the friend, and the Leviathan.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Larry. Feeds Larry some fish.
Sounds like a 90s rom-com or a sitcom.
But Signe leads you into a private, like, lounge area in the tavern.
Okay.
It's able for all of you to sit down. Please.
As soon as we sit down, and I'll need your paperwork for the repairs submitted by the end of the day.
This isn't Cardiolost. There is. Okay.
No, you probably have. I've heard about your interactions with Aji Darnik both when they were doing things in Cardioloss, and I've heard from Sidon about your interactions with them in Cocaine. I am sorry that the group that I founded so long ago is still around causing problems.
I'm sorry, what now?
I should probably start at the beginning.
No, I find that stories generally make more sense starting at the end.
I thought you had to start the media res. The media assassin.
How
Right.
many of you know about what the world was like 10,000 years ago?
How much history have I studied on that subject?
I can allow all of you to roll history if you want to know.
The media's a small town girl. She knows jack and shit.
Let's
You
see.
know what?
this-
I haven't got proficiency. Doesn't make sense for me to
Okay.
roll it.
I am too tired to recall.
Maybe like Vixen might have read something during her time at the monastery. So, well, I guess what does a 15 get me?
Basically, at 15, you remember that 10,000 years ago would be the time of the reactor event where basically the entire world changed and pockets of the planes started pressing themselves on the world.
Fun.
So I'll just kind of raise my hand and just say, isn't that when there was that cataclysm, when there was that some kind of reactor thing that failed and did something to the different planes? I don't know that much, but that's about it. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes, you see, Sidon knows this already, but before that, I was a dragon.
Yeah. Wait, are we talking about that now?
And after the event, my soul was put into this form. And I formed the Aji Darnik to protect the world from the devastation of the reactor event. When it originally formed, it was just me and 3 others. And you've met one of them.
Patient Zero?
No,
Carlotti.
Carlotti, yes.
Red-robed friend.
Yeah. Yes.
Another one was a person named Madame Velt. And lastly, there was Aristal. The 4 of us formed the Aji Darnik to try and fix the world.
Well,
But
I can just say you've done a fantastic job.
Jabs Darian in the side.
I only stuck around for like the first 1,000 years. Because I became more interested in protecting Cartilas. Carlotti left before me, and I left it in the hands of Madame Velt. And I hadn't heard of anything about the Aji Darnik again until 5 years ago. When word got to me that they were still active and agents of theirs had attacked the capital of the Kyoto Empire. Which led to me going back to find Carlotti and asking him to infiltrate them for me. To find out what happened. I haven't figured everything out yet, but I do know that they're not what they used to be. They have a new goal. They want to create another event.
The Cobra event.
A second reactor event.
I thought the reactors were pretty much done for, busted, broken.
Sorry, can I have a bit of context of what the reactors actually are?
They were an attempt to create energy from pure magic.
Why?
As main power source to power everything that they had from vehicles of work to things meant for entertainment.
That
You name it, they probably powered it.
That and what many don't know is that the inner sun was dying.
How?
Because before the reactors, that's where people were drawing power from.
Ooh. Yeah.
The reactors reinvigorated the inner sun, but also caused the planes to press themselves upon us. And as things got worse, things changed. And if anyone creates another reactor event, it could very well destroy our very world. Not like destroying it physically, but the reactor event shifted everything so much.
And another shift will be just as unpredictable.
There's a reason we haven't been able to make it back to the same level of technology we had 10,000 years ago. After all this time.
No one wants to risk another one.
But they realize that technology isn't the only way to create one.
And I'm guessing it's drawn from these crystals, one of which they've stolen.
The crystals are pieces of the planes. They can only be drawn from places where the planes are pressed upon the physical reality.
And
just,
yeah, you,
just out of interest, what would happen if, say, just takes the mushroom out? If you had a mushroom that, say, absorbs magic, and you stab it,
I'm going to assume an explosion.
You absorb the essence of the Fey plane into a mushroom?
yeah, pretty much, yeah. Bang on, pretty much, yeah.
This was during a fight with a parasite. And honestly, I don't know what anyone was thinking at that point.
I made a new friend with ceiling and wall lady.
And I'm trying to help Larry now. Points to the shadow.
You see Segway's eyes just kind of bug a bit, and then one of the eyes pops out of the socket and just dangles there.
Oh dear. Okay, merely trying to fix it.
I'm pretty sure her name was Carlotti.
Yes,
was that the one Darian kept trying to shoot?
Yes.
Yup.
Everyone looking at Darian.
The one trying to give us useful information.
I still think they're trying to manipulate us in some way.
Although to be fair, they'll probably only mention that action was taken and they managed to get away with something. So chances are they'll buy us and them time.
What does the parasite look like?
The media describes the parasite.
Squiggly!
I'm pretty sure I have one in my bag in a little jar somewhere. Like since I was testing on. Oh wait, no, it was the purple plankton stuff. They were feeding off this and pretty much changing, not really changing, more so controlling every selkie they could, latch onto.
So, a parasite infected a piece of one of the Earthbounds and
Yes.
started controlling the bodies of selkies.
Pretty much,
Yes.
yeah, pretty much.
Then Larry said it's going to either help the parasite or us, depending on who didn't die. We didn't die. So now we're helping Larry.
And you have a piece of the Leviathan with... Well, you have a piece of that with you.
Yeah. No, wait.
Yes.
I point to my shadow so Larry can, wave some of its tendrils.
Sachi holds up the paperwork filled out to make this all legal.
None of this is legal. I just would have.
Yeah,
None of this.
None of this is legal.
There was
She's
not a single
using-
council member signed on that thing.
She's using loopholes to make this legal.
I am so glad we're not in Cartilos right now with the amount of paperwork.
Yes,
I have
trust me.
already completed it.
I don't know what's scarier, that there's a scary amount of paperwork or that you completed it.
I figured since you ran into Carlotti, all I had to do was tell you about him infiltrating them for me. I did not expect parasites and mushrooms of the fake plane.
We found these down in Cardios's tunnels.
Yes, the spell-absorbing mushrooms. They're there to stop the gravitational energy of the fall from completely enveloping the city.
Okay, good thing we only took one. I did not know that was a thing. Hopefully we can probably propagate some more. Hopefully. Also, those things hurt.
While we were at the place where there's a bit of space between where the gravity flips between the inner and the outer world, there's still pressure there.
Yeah. That's gonna be a big problem.
But and you see him trying to rub his eyes, forgetting that even after 10,000 years, he forgets that he has mechanical eyes now. And he takes a deep sigh. Oh. Okay.
We've messed up a lot, didn't we?
No, you haven't messed up, but what did Carlotti tell you? He hasn't reported back into me since I asked him to infiltrate.
Nothing, because Demir kept. No, I'm Demir. What did I say? Sorry. Because
Darian kept shooting arrows at them.
In my defense, everyone we've spoken to in a red/crimson hood has either wanted to kill us, commit terrorist acts, or all of the above.
Wait, have you actually? Wait, did you actually directly? Wait, hold on. Out of character. Did you actually ever speak with anyone in the Red Hoods?
Yeah,
When?
briefly. And the only person he technically spoke to in the Crimson Hood was either one of the Justicars, which was a very corrupt and not very nice one, that he helped beat up and steal his signet ring, his clothing, and his identity papers.
Yeah.
And what was his name? The Patient Zero person.
Yes, Poseidon was wearing one of the robes of the Ashitanic.
Poseidon. And Dorian, he understands that the Poseidon we have now is very different from the Poseidon we have, but he still hates him. He still hates him with a passion because of what he did.
And technically, Kalati did speak directly to Sachi because she was the only one who wasn't attacking her.
Like, a lot of people are dead because of these Crimson Cloaks.
Did any of you get any information from Carlotti?
I was trying to speak, but again, thing. So I was about to ask, can Sachi simply just give her all the information that Carlotti gave Sachi? Because I was the one that she directly spoke to and gave all the information to.
You can give Sigway all the information.
Yes.
So Carlotti discovered there's going to be another incident over on the chronology. Let's see. That means they. Oh no. Oh, okay. Party loss is pressed upon by the plane of law.
Mechanus! Right?
Pain is pressed upon by the Fey realm.
Oh no.
Triola is pressed upon by the Null realm. The realm of nothingness.
Sorry. Hold on. Can I have
So
a
not
quick
the Heine people?
Can I have a quick clarification on the null realm, sir?
Is that in character or out of character?
That's in character.
Okay.
And also out of character as well. When you refer to nothingness, are you referring to nothingness, or are you referring to like negative negative energy?
I'm referring to the absence of everything.
Okay, just checking. I just wanted. Sorry, just needed some clarification there.
There's the reason why in the Cryo course they have something called the deepest well. Because technically it doesn't go through to the middle world. It doesn't go through to anywhere. It just goes. And everything that goes inside it stops existing.
That sounds horrible.
Sounds cool.
It's not that you die. You stop existing.
So if you were to go into that, your soul would be consumed by this?
Your soul would be gone.
What about the memories of you?
Those would fade in time.
Basically, it's the end of time itself down there.
Yes.
This is interesting, I suppose, but what bearing does it have on what we are here to do?
Well, if they get the energy from the from the void realm,
Hold on. You just said there's nothing in the void,
yes,
and they get energy from the void.
yes.
Oh. Hey, Darian.
Yeah.
Remember when I fired that
Yep.
that beam of energy?
Yep. Same thing. Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing here, mate.
Sorry, wait, what? I
Yeah.
might be dumb. Hold on, what?
Back
No, this is fine. No, so you know when me and Sidon were fighting over the name of our group,
Mhm.
we might have kept one part of one aspect of that fight secret for our own personal research.
I think now we just know what it is.
Yeah, we now know what it is. So during that fight, because I kept on
Anyway,
because I kept on hitting him with a lot of magic, because it's something I figured out how to do. He kept on. Sidon's condition gets exacerbated when magic is applied to him. I didn't realize at the time that what I did exacerbated his condition as well. It's why I've not been doing it. It's why I've not cast any other magic on him. It triggered one of his transformations, and that transformation what did we decide to call it? Was it ether? We decided to call it.
Yeah, Aether.
Yeah, Aether. That's it. We decided to call it Aether. He was. It felt. It felt. The best way I can describe it was the feeling of nothingness. I have had a lot of hangovers in my time. That was like worst hangover times 50. It wasn't very nice. I guess we know what Aether is now.
Yeah. That sounds accurate.
So what I'm hearing is you guys fucked up.
No, we didn't fuck up. We didn't fuck up.
We just didn't know what we discovered.
We just didn't know what it was. We didn't do any further research on it. We just documented the findings at the time. I'm glad we didn't get to stage 2 of the research because
I'm just glad I didn't get into it.
Stage 2 was going to try and repeat the transformation and then possibly collect said energy and then see what we could do with said energy, and I might have attached it to the. I might have ended up attaching it to the portal crystal I have.
Wait a minute.
We didn't do it. We didn't get that far.
No, I just thought of something. With that experiment, they had formerly Buseido was doing. Do you think they were creating monsters simply for that energy?
I don't know, mate. I think Poseidon was insane.
I think depending on which city they're in, their experiments are going to be radically different. Since it sounds like it looks at the former dragon robot thing. You say the different cities are linked to the different planes in a way, like some are stronger with different energies.
Yeah.
So I think if they're trying to do a cataclysm, maybe they're trying to collect the different types of energies around the cities to, make a big boom of all the energy.
That would be what they're aiming for, yes.
Okay, okay, I won't try and. Okay,
I'm not entirely sure myself, but that could be what they're aiming for.
Which city did you say they were heading to? I look at Sachi, since she was the one that spoke to the agent.
Might need to pull up the map for that.
Because whichever city they're in is probably which energy they're trying to collect next.
So, can I just have a confirmation? You like collecting all the energies together would be a bad thing?
Yes.
Liz to help.
Alan, you're roboting.
Oh no.
I'm. What now?
You're roboting.
Your audio made it sound like you were a robot. It sounded very robotic and mechanical. So you might have a bad connection.
Well, I do have it written down in my journal. Give me a moment.
I think what Alan was trying to say is, Eliza, could you say which city it was again? Because
yes, there was. Is in a small town 20 miles out of Ivora.
And which elemental is connected to Ifora?
Well, the connected to Ivora in that part of the Crayola coast is the Knoll one that we were just talking about.
Just
whatever. Well, I have a bad feeling I'm going to be transforming into stage 1 a lot.
So,
I
just confirming again, sir. If all the energies are combined together, that's a bad thing, or are you just assuming it's a bad thing?
I think it's a bad thing, yes.
Why?
Well, because that's essentially what would eventually create the essence of pure magic.
And why is that a bad thing?
Ooh,
Exactly.
Ooh, I can I show this. Demir pulls a ton of different fizzy drinks out of their pocket, put them all together, then put a little puts them all together to show that how they don't react well together.
We're so thinking,
I don't want to be mean, that's a terrible example.
raging. Think about this: rampant fairy magic, that violent fiery heat, raging gales, storming seas, horrible earthquakes all at once. That's most likely going to be able to cause, planetary death.
This all seems like baseless speculation to me.
I'm going to assume it was how the reactors that went boom also worked.
Yes, from what I have been told, yes. I only ever, I never, I was never a science person. I was a dragon.
Basically, think of it like this: if they were just they were sinks, drains for energy to fall into, but the energy was coming from something that had a top to it, a top that wasn't holding onto a side, but just floating above. Eventually, that top would float all the way to where the sink was, and eventually, that would just collapse.
The only person I ever, the person who explained it to me back
I
then.
understand the idea that if you put them all together, that it's a bad thing. I just wanted to check that we knew for certain.
The
I think
person who explained it to me was Madame Velt, who may very well be the person currently running the Aji Darnik, if she's still alive.
and I think what they're saying, Dorian, is that it's very likely that this is all bad. And let me
Oh,
most over my head, but this all sounds very bad. It sounds like this all sounds even from even comparing this to the that cataclysm with the reactors. This sounds unprecedented. It sounds like something that we can't know for certain is bad because to do some sort of experiment to test the theory of whether or not this is bad would be to create another cataclysm. So, if I'm understanding it correctly, it just sounds like based on what happened with the cataclysm, this is along that same trajectory, and it would be reasonable to assume that this is bad. Am I
Yeah,
understanding that correctly? Turns to them.
Wait,
exactly.
no.
By the way, we've got a lot to do to prepare. Also, I do have some more updates to it as to a lot of other things.
Oh,
Uh, also, we figured out which god's blood they took,
I've
and
been
it's
curious
haunting.
about that.
Yeah, Kryonar, the golden teacher. In fact, she herself actually might have went to confirm that with me only found out who it is thanks to this one, as they gesture to Darian.
I wish I could still drink.
Oh boy. Trust me, how do you think I feel? Oh, and apparently the gods are mad at me. She also shared that.
I
And I'm
don't
currently
know what all of you have been up to since you left. Seriously, it's only been about, what, a week since you left?
trust me, I understand. It's very confusing to me as well. But thankfully hopefully I should be getting a message from one of my sisters. And like hopefully a week at least. At most maybe a month or two.
I still need a fist of the sea of magic to find out why that rainbow fish bit me.
Okay, so we need to stop them from combining the energy because we don't know what happens when they combine the energy.
What if something good happens?
Am I back?
Yes,
Yes,
you
you're
are right
back.
now.
Yes, we can hear you.
Last
If
time,
if
last
the
time,
the problem
last time, it was not good. There's no reason to assume it will be good this time.
the problem is, I'm actually kind of just full honesty here. I'm kind of on the same with Agomeda here. It might like what if it is good? The problem is, from what I'm gathering, is the group that you started is trying to combine all these energies on a grand scale, which if it goes wrong again, it will fuck everything up. Whereas if say I'm not saying I will do it, if I were to do it, I would do it on a much smaller scale and test it on a smaller scale before putting it on the large scale, because if it goes wrong on the small scale,
You only block
not as many
continents.
consequences. Yes, but I'm saying I'm saying theoretically, like the reason why we need to stop them is because they're planning on testing it on a large scale instead of a small scale. They've not done they've not applied, like they've not properly studied what will happen.
They're not taking safety precautions.
Can I add
And
Yes,
everyone's going
yes,
to suffer
that.
for it.
Can I add a scary thought?
Go ahead.
What if to them this is the small scale experiment?
Then we're dealing with madmen, honestly, and that's me saying it, and that's terrifying. The fact that I'm saying that.
I will also try and whisper to God damn Segway. Look, there's so many names with the sit sound in the name. In similar places. I will try and whisper to Segway. Also, I might need your help trying to figure out something. But probably more privately than around here. If that'd be okay.
Sure, I think we need to table this discussion for now. There's not much more I can tell you at the moment, and I need time to think.
Before you
On
start
top of what I was told.
before you start trying the drink. You guys go on ahead. Probably start making preparations for the journey across the glass sea.
I did have a question for you, Sigway. You mentioned that the Ajidarnik had infiltrated and the Kyoto Empire. What what can you tell us about that incident?
Only what I received in missives that they toppled the royal family, people were in chaos, and the empire is still rebuilding from the aftermath. I don't know why, but apparently they set up their base of operations in the old capital of the empire.
Does this group have any kind of insignia or anything we should look out for? You know, call sign of some kind or logo? Maybe they use to communicate with each other.
Uh,
We already have that.
Do we?
yeah, Demeter. Yes, we do have the symbol for it.
Sorry, it's been a week.
Fair enough.
Where is it on the list of things in here?
Under characters, big bads, Aushi Darnik. Right at the top, symbols.
Yeah.
Right above Wells Thurskill.
Yeah, the only one from them. Oh well, technically, I should probably make Carlotta's sheet available for you guys to look at eventually, but I'm not going to do it yet.
Yeah, because technically we've only been as puppets.
Yes.
I sense shenanigans.
It's gonna get worse from here as they start. As I'm assuming everyone's gonna be starting to, get ready to, gather supplies.
Yeah, but you guys have 2 months to get to the Crayola Coast for whatever's going to be happening there.
And privately from everyone, okay, look, there was a lot of stuff happening while we were in that previous city, including us having to fight monsters made from Selkie skins.
Yes, but can you not remind my friend?
Like I said, privately, as in away from all of you.
Yeah. So, we'll split up and we'll do Sidon and Segway's talk a little bit later. What does everybody else want to do?
Immediately heading to Spec's shop to start the process of reconnecting with the network, and get the next batch of weird random things she wants me to test.
So, just for a quick update. We've just learned what each one of the crystals does. Correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
Eliza, could you please send me the names of that? Basically, can you please send me that information? I want that for my
The
notes.
crystals that you've come across so far?
No, just the ones that he's told us.
Oh, okay.
And the ones that we've come across so far. And then from here, we're going to the Crystal Sea.
The Shard Sea, yes.
Shard Sea, okay.
Although technically you did agree that last time before you head to the Shard Sea, you were going to go and stop by
Mika?
No, let me 1 second. I need to get my computer to agree with me.
Anna doesn't agree.
There we go.
The thing
You
between
agreed that you'd stop by Asverdod before you headed over to the Shard Sea.
I will say the thing between me and Segway, it's gonna be really short panic attack.
Because one of the things I do remember from the last time is that Vixen asked you all if you could stop by Asverdod.
Yes, because I have business there.
Fair enough.
Speaking of, is there a temple to Kyriel in this in Gita?
Yes, there is.
Also, if
I'll be visiting that temple. That's my business.
Is that the myth? Is that the myth giver, or the golden
Mirth giver? Yeah, the mirth giver.
Mirth giver.
Yep.
All right, never mind.
If Sachiko's okay with it, then we'll just hang out with Sachiko because Sachiko is cool.
Okay, Sachi and
Demeter is friend.
Sachi and Demeter are going to Hakase Spec Shop. Vixen is going to Kyriel's temple.
What's Colton doing?
Colton, what are you doing?
Wait a second.
What are you doing? You're all taking you all broken from talking to Sigve and are splitting off to do things. What are you doing?
Does this kind of a library?
Yes, actually, they do.
All right. So, Colin got a mission to head to the Glass Sea. Yeah.
The Shard Sea, yes.
Shard Sea. Yeah.
Sharp
Can you go and, like,
crystal
look up
glass.
look up some information about it, like figure out what the fuck it is and any way to go to it without dying?
Well,
Sure.
if you don't mind, Colton, that's actually what Dorian wants to do as well.
Okay, so Dorian and Colton are going to the library, which is here.
I gave you all step 1 to that survival plan.
I forgot
The
that.
building right here is
I've completely
library.
forgotten.
Well, step 1.
Wear sunglasses.
Oh, right, yeah. What about those sunglasses?
I gave them to you.
Oh, right.
Yeah, literally last session, Sidon gave everybody sunglass goggles.
Had to modify Agamida's because of that third eye of hers. That's not even like a metaphor. That's an actual thing she has now.
Wait, what?
Wait,
Why?
what? What?
Remember she ate that eye?
No!
Yeah.
Right, I got one of the eyes
Yep.
in the wall, the elder, the ones that Colton told you typically not to touch.
Yep.
Hum wasn't there during that session. That was the session he got kidnapped.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she ate an eye, and now she has a third eye growing out of her forehead.
Can she see through it, or is it just there?
You can see through it.
Yeah. She's practicing with it, and yeah, it gives her abilities beyond the reach of normal lizard folk.
I had to add a third lens to that thing. It's not easy.
50% more goggles.
Agamida, now with 50% more vision.
So Colton and Darren are going to the library. Vixen's going to the Temple of Curiel. Sachi and Demeter are going to the Hakase spec shop. And where is Agamida going?
Agamida is going to
Bar fighting?
well, she already fought and kind of proved her strength. So I think she's of the mind that people in town know her as someone to be respected. So she is going to I think she's going to find somewhere to relax. I think she's going to look
Holy
for
shit!
yes. She feels satisfied with this place. So she's going to find a place that will connect her to lizard folk culture. So if she's looking for other lizard folk in town.
There are a lot of them that work down on the docks.
Okay, yeah, then she's gonna go there and kind of try to make friends among the local lizard folk.
Okay.
Make
So
sure to grab some grass as well. Boy.
I
The
am going
purple
to roll-
sweetgrass?
The grass
I'm
that
going to
gets you
roll-
high.
I'm going to roll to see which one of the
Oh.
things we're going to go to first.
Oh, that grass.
I mean, we're surrounded by it. It's fey grass. What do you think it does?
Okay, we are going
When
to
Sachi ate it, it just tasted sweet. Didn't have any other effects on Sachi.
Yeah, that's because Sachi's a fae.
Of
Technically.
course, that's why.
What?
Sachi's species is technically fae.
Yep.
Why? How is Dorian the most normal person?
That is a good question. Actually, that also begs the question, who's the weirdest out of everyone here?
That is a good question.
I honestly don't know.
Oh, but anyways, we're
Like,
going
I
to be
don't-
starting. I rolled a dice and we got the library deal going first.
Alrighty.
Righty then.
Gonna go looking for some books.
You and Darian, you and Colton head to the Great Library of Gita.
Let's hope no one has a match.
So, Colton, buddy, pile of man, how you doing?
Tolerably. Just found out that the world may be possibly exploding at some point. So
It's fine. It's fine. It probably won't explode.
Probably.
It's not our business to be saving the world.
Really bad for business.
The world's exploding, and it's not. And somehow, Cohen will find a way to blame his patron.
to be fair, I'm not entirely sure he isn't responsible, but at least to some degree.
I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, that's what I fucking thought. Anyway. Yeah, so what did Darren say?
It's fine. It's fine. The world's not going to blow
It's
up.
fine.
Yes, but we do know there are people actively
Hey,
trying to.
if the world does blow up, we won't know about it.
I mean, we probably will.
No, we won't, because we'll be blown to a million pieces.
Afterlives exist, you know.
You're
Not
not
if we're
there.
blown up.
I mean, we would still be very aware of it within the moment.
It's a joke. Yeah, I was joking.
But hey, right. So what we need to do is so Sidon has already figured out has already figured out the whole whatever the issue with the sunglasses is. Something about. Do you remember why he got us the sunglasses, Colton?
Because we're going to the Shard Sea.
But the
AKA,
reason.
have you? Carlos is going to look at him and go, Darian, have you ever walked out in the morning to a field covered in snow?
What's snow?
Okay, Carlos just like stops for a minute.
Sorry.
Have you
Sorry.
been on the ocean?
I'm joking, man. I'm joking.
Yeah. Point being,
Carry on.
extremely
Yes.
reflective ocean. Extremely reflective
Right.
ocean. Sun reflects it. Double.
So we have a whiteout problem. So we have a whiteout problem. Okay.
Yes.
So okay.
Sounds like
So we need to figure out. If there's any additional problems. I'm going to personally look up navigation stuff regarding it. What are you going to look up?
How to. Well, I'll just not die in it, I suppose.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. So I'll cover navigation. You look up, like, I guess survival issues.
Hazards and solutions.
Hazards, yeah. Survival hazards, yeah. Okay.
Okay, I need
Okay,
you both to roll me
Mhm.
investigation and with advantage because you know what you're looking for.
Eliza,
Yes.
can I perhaps, can I voluntarily take it down from advantage to normal and look for something else as well?
Yes.
Okay. I would like to look for that navigation stuff, but I would also like to look for books about the null dimension.
Okay.
All you
Okay.
get is it means a mediocre Marvel villain.
Okay, investigation. Can I add my proficiency in navigation tools?
No.
No. Worth a try.
Okay. Colton, you are able
Uh,
a book on the dangers of the Shard Sea. It just takes you a little while. And Darian, you're able to find the navigational chart, but you're not able to find any books on the null dimension.
can I go to the librarian?
You could, yes.
I'd like to go to. I'd like to take that book and then also go to the librarian and go. Have you got any books on the null dimension?
Don't you know the Dewey Decimal System?
You go to the librarian, which is wrapped in a black cloak, and you can't see their face.
Hi.
We do.
Damn you, Eliza, you ripping off Necro?
Yes. What can
But I
Well, they're not exactly the same as Necro's librarian. What are you willing to give for the book you seek?
well, I currently have on my possession a sum of gold pieces, some silvers. I'm not willing to give that mushroom. I have an interesting. No, I'm not willing to give that. I have a bowl of lotus wine.
I am not interested in things. I'm interested in knowledge.
How about I am the acclaimed map cartographer Darian Arnon, and I am planning on mapping the whole world and producing a book that I am planning on calling an atlas. If I am willing to supply a copy of one of said maps that I have currently drawn for this atlas.
Deal. As the librarian holds out their hand for the atlas.
No, I haven't made. No, I haven't. I didn't say the atlas. I said a copy of one of the maps that were going into the atlas.
Okay, they hold out their hand for the map.
Okay, let me make a copy for it first. Can I have 15 minutes, librarian?
Very well.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I guess it'll give you time to get me the book.
The reason why my librarians are less terrifying than Necros is because I can't go that eldritch.
Okay. Okay. I guess Dorian will make a copy of the
The last time I was in a campaign with one of these things, someone gave up their entire backstory to it.
Yep. And also, I said one of the maps. Dorian's going to give a about a undetailed version of the map to the city or to the city of what's the city with their stuff in, with the house in?
Cardalas.
Okay, he's given a undetailed version of the Cardalas map. He also has a detailed version, but he ain't given that. So what do I have to roll anything to copy it?
No.
Okay.
You've already drawn the map once. You don't have to roll to draw it again.
Okay. Here's the map.
As he takes the map from you, it vanishes. And he reaches into his robe. And another arm, not the one that reached in, pulls out the book and hands it to you.
Thank you. Is this on loan or something? Like, what's the deal with the book?
You can read it.
That knowledge is not in the normal library stock. But it must be left here.
Good. And about this book, the navigation book, can this go? Can this
As long
go?
as it returns eventually. This is a library.
No worries. Okay. Have you got any studying desks or anything?
He points to right behind you.
Thank you. Have you got any notebooks for sale?
This is a library.
Not a shop.
The libraries at my old university sell notebooks.
This isn't a university library.
Well, nice doing business with you. I guess I'll use some of my map making supplies.
Oh, yeah.
You are a pleasure. Walks over and starts reading the book.
We'll first cover what Colton found in the book. Colton, you found a book of the dangers of the Shard Sea. The first danger of the Shard Sea is the Shard Sea itself. Whatever you do, do not fall overboard. The Shard Sea is made of glass.
I get it.
It is constantly crashing and folding in on itself glass. It is not molten, but it is also not fully solid.
We're gonna need ear protection as well.
Then there's the dangers of the light reflections, which can blind people. So have eye protection. Keep an eye out for rogue waves. Because it's literally a wave of glass. And there's a lot of creatures to avoid, including the Shard Consumer. Which, is a reference to Necro. Describe the Abyssal Consumer.
An immense eel-like creature. It's an eyeless maw with lights running down the side of his body. From the side, you can see its immense mass and length, but from the front, all you can see is a set of teeth growing wider and wider.
Imagine that, but made of molten glass.
No.
Does it not also mention that the glass is harder and sharper than usual? So you
Yes.
need proper ship protection so
Yes.
that it doesn't shred your ship.
Your ship specifically designed for the Shard Sea. And lastly, and most important, well, there's other creatures as well, but the Shard Consumer is probably the most dangerous, and the thing that, where it says, it doesn't say how to fight it. All it does is say, if you see this, run. The last thing it says to avoid is the molten rain of the Shard Sea.
Huh?
What?
Sounds like fun.
We told you the Shard Sea was hell, basically.
So
It's
which
basically
layer of hell is this?
the glass layer.
Shouldn't they be able to see the bottom and what's behind the bottom of the glass sea? Of the glass
Oh,
layer of
no.
hell?
The glass
Technically-
chunks tend to refract the light in a weird way,
Yep.
so you can't really see too far below the surface, if at all, due to the refracting light.
It's glass. It's not glass. What the fuck is it?
It's glass, just not glass.
Glass not made from sand, basically.
It's basically like an extra planar existence of like. Don't think silica glass, but think like metal shard esque type of glass. Like transparent metal that just happens to be glass like in its properties.
Technically speaking, metal and glass do have similar metallic, similar atomic things. Yeah.
Get from the navigation book that Darian has. You
Yep.
can't only rely on sails in the Shard Sea. You need to have a boat.
Because they'll get shredded.
You need to have a boat that has alternate modes of transportation, such as you might need to row at points, and you might need to rely on an engine.
I see this as 100% successful trip.
I had the DCs for these rolls low because the Shard Sea is not too far from Kita, so of course I'd have this information.
Mm.
Here's Kita. Here's the Shard Sea. It's literally you just have to cross one water set, and you're at the next water set is the Shard Sea.
Mm-hmm.
Just get glass armor, you'll be fine.
To be fair, you could collect some of the glass while you're on the Shard Sea.
And legend does say that armor made from shards of the Shard Sea is quite highly priced.
Yes.
Is it useful?
More than
Yes.
one would think.
But that's even
So
that information now held
the
by
issue.
Darren and Colton.
So basically, the issue is we need a ship that has paddles or a engine.
Yes.
We also need and then regarding like navigation is because here's my question because they haven't got a map of the Sensei, I'm assuming.
The Shard Sea does not have a full map, yes. There's no map of
Okay. How does the light reflection affect navigation by stars?
Well, for one, the inner world has no stars.
What's the inner world version of navigating by stars?
Well, the inner world, how night and day works there is there's this giant, large thing of imagine like a large arc of metal that spins around the inner sun, and you can see the lines of the metal ring, and that's what people use for navigation.
So you can navigate via that.
Yes.
Okay. So how does the glass sea affect that form of navigation?
It's really hard to see it.
Okay. So, what in essence to navigate that sea, you would need a way of being able to view the sky that blocks out the light that is reflected by the glass ocean.
Yes.
In essence. Okay.
What is also known as a dark scope.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Dark scopes are a type of telescope that are specifically designed for being able to see when there's being able to see the rings while there's a heavy amount of light.
Luckily, I have a Sidon.
Okay, now hold on.
To be fair,
What's gonna be the payment for this?
To be
The
fair,
group, because
we're-
we need it. Because
to-
we need it to navigate.
to be
Out
to be
of
fair, we're most likely going to be hiring a boat anyway that will probably have a lot of this shit.
But
Most
why
likely.
don't we have one?
How many times are we gonna go on this sea?
Hopefully many.
out of character, did any of the books they found cover the biology of the creatures of the sea? In that
Yeah,
they're
Necro
kind of
has
like,
got a list of all the creatures in there.
yeah, and basically a lot of the creatures in the Shard Sea are either incredibly densely and hardly armored, or kind of slime-like in that they have a core, and the rest of it is kind of formed from the sea itself.
Yep, like the shard consumer, which has got an
Fisherman
outer exterior
or
of molten glass, like the substance.
If I'm able to afford it one day, I'm going to have this commissioned as like some sort of decoration.
And
Well, like a glass eel statue.
Yeah,
But that's all. But essentially, that's the two major things for navigating the glass sea.
yep,
Okay.
And
for the
Colton
boat.
should make a note of the different ways to fight the different creatures, because the slime-like ones have a different way to fight than the heavily armored ones.
and I can cover that with Necro later.
Yes.
Let's roll the dice to see which of the other groups will be going next.
What about the null one?
I will cover that with you in private later.
No worries.
Okay, next up is Vixen at the temple.
Alrighty then.
The Temple of the Mirthgiver is. Let's see, what was it on the map? That would be this building right here. That looks kind of like a shell of
Okay.
wood.
Okie doke. So I go there and I bring my Kokyu with me. Essentially, I'm. So when I walk in, what is it? What? How does this temple look? Because I imagine there's likely a wide range and it varies widely what each one looks like.
Yes. This one has. It's kind of almost like the entryway is a Greek amphitheater almost in design. And once you go past the theater part, there's a section where it's got the prayer area. But in this currently, as you approach, there's actually a play going on in the amphitheater.
I'll find a is there an open seat like towards the back where I can sit down without disturbing anyone?
Yes.
That's what I do. I sit down and I watch the play and wait for it to conclude.
The play is about a young girl who everyone thinks is a boy going on a journey in order to find her true self and coming across a cavalcade of strange and unusual people before a sorceress helps her learn her true self. And if
Marvelous.
everybody gets that reference, I love you.
Hi, Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, so I sit there, sit there, watching quietly and intently, and once the performance is finished, I'll start looking for someone who seems like a uh, not necessarily like the high priest, but uh, uh, someone who's part of the clergy.
Okay. Almost all the performers were members of the clergy for this temple. And as you I'm gonna roll to see which one you approach.
Yeah, basically, I don't think I would approach anyone who was actively participating in the play because they're probably going to they probably get sworn by people who were watching the performance, and I would want them to have their moment to bask in the like post performance glow. So I would try to grab someone who was maybe like watched maybe that was in the audience or was part of the maybe the stage crew behind the scenes.
Yes. You approach one of the clergy members that was working on the stage crew, actually helping hand props to people that were performing as the performance is going on. Okay, the prop manager.
Excellent. Uh, oh, and what time of day is it?
Uh, it's around like noonish.
Okay, so I approach them and just say, "Hi, good afternoon. Uh, so firstly, that was a wonderful performance. It was excellent. I I really needed something to help take my mind off my troubles, and this was a wonderful diversion from it."
The mirth giver always loves when people enjoy performances.
Yes, it's what greater gift what greater gift than the arts is there that the gods can bestow upon us.
Exactly.
So if I don't know if is there someone that I could maybe speak to a bit more privately? I've I, I've had uh, some sort of vision or experience, and I'd like to speak to someone about it, and maybe I could help. They could help me interpret it.
Well, the hmm.
Sorry if you're hearing background noise, I've just got to move some stuff in my room.
I
To be clear, this isn't. I this sort of vision was most certainly divine in nature, and
well, I guess you could speak to the matron. She's currently uh working on writing a new play for the next performance.
if that's all right, I wouldn't want to be too much of trouble.
Oh no, she loves when she has visitors to distract her. She says it helps her write better.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I would I would love to speak to her.
Of course, I'll show you the way. The clergy member says with a smile.
Right, and I follow them.
They lead you back behind the stage and up a long flight of stairs to a above the prayer area to where there's the living quarters of the clergy and everything, and down a hallway to a large room that is filled with shelves upon shelves of written works and of plays and stories and songs. And sitting at a desk in the center of this room is a woman around the age of like around the age of like her 40s or 50s, with long pink hair that's kind of at the moment frazzled to the point where it looks like her hair is curling in all kinds of different directions.
Hmm.
And in her hair, there's actually several pens that her hair has curled around. No, this isn't right. Matron. What? Matron, we have a visitor for you. Oh, good. Send them in. Yes. Yes. Have a seat over there. She points to a chair that's covered in paper.
I'll. Is there a like table or surface that is not cluttered that I can put the papers on?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll sort of like carefully like gather the papers without changing how they're stacked. I'll keep them in the exact like stack order that they're in. Just sort of like tuck them into a roughly like organized stack and just place it on the nearest like flat table or shelf.
As you are putting the papers on the shelf, you see her rapidly trying to like straighten her hair up and adjust her glasses a bit. Yes. Hi, I am the matron of this temple to the Mirth Giver.
Oh, afternoon. My name is Vixen. I'm but a humble traveler and worshiper of the Mirth Giver. I'm I saw the play earlier, and it was by the way, it was marvelous. I I It was definitely something that I needed to take my mind off of everything for a while. So it was you were the one that wrote it?
Kinda. I rewrote it from being a basic play into a musical. My predecessor was the one who wrote it.
Well, it was wonderful. The score was excellent. Uh well, I'm sorry. I'm just a little and like Vixen's like one of her feet are just kind of like just tapping like anxiously on the floor. Sorry, I'm just a little um, nervous right now. Um, um, I asked the night the nice the other person if there was someone I could speak to about a recent experience of mine. I I had a dream, and in the dream there was a vision from my childhood. A traumatic vision. I've had them before, and but this one was different because I was visited by a deity that was not uh, Kiriel, which I'm I didn't they didn't they didn't ask anything of me specifically. They simply said that they wanted me to continue to uh, I think it was wear their mask or wear their image. And the deity was called Vul, Vul. They claim to be uh, the deity that created shifters like myself, and I I guess I wanted some guidance on what I should do. How
Did you say Vul?
yes, I really don't know anything about Vol. I really only am a worshiper of Kiriel. I've Kiriel was the only deity that really spoke to me. So I don't really know much about any of the other deities, and I think maybe my parents mentioned Vol, but I don't really know anything about them.
I've heard the name before. 1 second. As she starts going around the room, looking. Here we go. As she as Mistress Aya pulls a book out of the shelf and pulls it down and puts it on the table, and starts flipping through the pages rapidly. Oh, no. Ah, here we go. As she touches the page, and an image appears of a fox. Vol, the dead trickster. Formerly of Shiriel's court.
It said you said formerly of Kiriel's court?
Yes. Vol hasn't been. Vol's a dead god.
They did mention that they were dead, and I just I don't know what any of this means. I'm not a cleric. I'm not. I am a believer, a believer in Kiriel, but I, I'm not someone who devotes themselves day and night to prayer, and I I also, but I don't know why would I be getting these visions?
I wouldn't know. There's something we could do to test that, if you'd be okay with it.
Of course,
As she goes digging through again, papers flying everywhere. As she eventually pulls out.
Sachi's nightmare.
As she eventually pulls out two small coins. Here. The next time you sleep, as she hands you one of the coins, put this on your head.
Okay. Should I like affix it to my head with some kind of like scarf or bandana?
Yes. You want it to stay on your head without it moving. I will do the same with this coin, as she holds up the other one.
Okay.
It doesn't matter how far apart we are, but I should be able to visit your dream and see what was going on.
Okay. What if? So now I only experienced this once. What if? What if this doesn't happen again?
I can revisit your old dreams with it as well.
Oh, okay. I understand.
But only if you let me into those dreams. I do not want to. What's the word? Intrude.
Okay. Well, I guess I have to open up at some time. Now is as good a time as any.
I know this is probably hard. There's not much I can do without seeing for myself to make sure it is what you claim.
Mm-hmm. I understand. Sorry. It's just this is.
It
just
could
that
be due to the fact that you are a shifter, that Vol is able to have a bit of their lingering will touch you.
should I be worried?
I don't think so. I don't want to alarm you if you should be right now, because if this is Vol, that means that you were left a gift, I think. Because Vol usually only visited people's dreams for 3 reasons. 1, to give a gift. 2, to pull a trick. Or 3, because... And rather than saying it, she touches the book again, and you see an image of Vol attempting to romance someone in their dream.
Oh.
And from what you said, it doesn't sound like that or a trick, so it must be a gift.
Right. I should think showing someone the most traumatic moment of their childhood is it would certainly be a strange way to try and romance someone.
Yes.
Don't judge kinks here.
All right. Okay, so
when you next sleep, coin on your forehead.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I can do this. I'll tie it on my forehead tonight, and well, I suppose I'll see you tonight.
The matron gives you a hug. May joy always find you.
May joy be upon you. And at that, I will, I'll leave.
Now to roll.
Can I just say something as a player? I am immediately suspicious of that person.
Or there, you can't
They are
be.
too nice.
They are literally a priest of the god of joy and art.
Nope. Something is. She is suspicious.
You're suspicious of everyone.
Yeah.
Yes. Except Sidon and Colton. I'm not suspicious of Colton and Sidon.
Now to roll.
I'm a Commodore. I'm extremely suspicious of Lion Girl. Demeter. Extremely suspicious.
I'm a suspicion target. Wait, no. Am I? Because so far you just think I'm possessed by a spirit or something. Because of the first time you met me.
That's suspicion.
What's suspicious about Demeter?
Everything.
Demeter's
You're too nice.
She's nice and the most open person.
Exactly.
Anyhow.
I'm suspicious. Yay.
No, media player, not now. What's next?
I roll the dice to see which one of the 2 remaining before going back to Sidon. And we got Demeter and Sachi.
Yay.
Oh boy.
Oh shit.
We got the kids.
Well, guys, get ready with the buckets.
As you enter Hakase's spec shop, and like always, you see the fox on the counter.
I'll do the usual then. I will go forth and slam down the 50 plus pages of notes on the recent inventions.
Good.
Going, hey, how's it going?
I see. So that has actually been working quite well.
I'll also pull out a folded fish.
It seems like the bag of folding is working better than my intentions.
The Shadow Cape was also cool. Sadly, I can't use it right now.
Tell me, did you ever try putting somebody inside it?
Yeah. Say hi, Larry.
Sure.
God, we're not getting out of this town alive.
So, are you here for your next set of things to test?
Yes. Also, do you have any bags of holding? Because it's getting kind of hard to carry everything these days.
Of course. Do you want an experimental one or a normal one?
Will the experimental one destroy my equipment?
Yes.
Normal if possible.
Okay. That'd be 100 gold. Also, the fox jumps up onto your shoulder and starts walking around you. There's something different about you.
That's probably the fact that I've been disconnected from the network and need to get the process started to reconnect. Or something else. I've been having a lot of trouble remembering things.
Don't worry. It's easy to connect back to the network.
Offer Sachi a cupcake as she's sad about.
Memory issues.
Crystals are in the back. You know how to hook yourself up to them, right? Please tell me you didn't forget how to hook yourself up to the network crystals.
I remember. Maybe. All the confidence that instills.
Fine. I'll pop in as the fox comes back to the counter and Hakase pops in where the fox was.
What are memory crystals to me, Aeraus?
You don't need to know.
But I want to.
You're not part of the General Empire.
Larry wants to as well.
Platinum
don't you, Larry?
is 10 gold, yes?
Yes.
Okay, I can get.
Larry, tell them you want to know. I look at my shadow.
Larry just shrugs.
See?
I don't deal with Leviathans.
That's mean.
The Leviathan ate a part of my equipment once. Anyways, come.
I'll follow Hakase into the area and actually set myself up properly without instruction.
Good. You did remember.
And then immediately fail the next step.
Okay. Let me get to the actual activation.
I can get set up in it, I just can't activate it properly.
as Hakase turns the stuff on and activates it, reconnecting you to the general information network. Let me roll to see how well it works.
Mhm.
Oh, good, it didn't fail. You don't have any memory issues. But also doesn't improve your memory at all either. You didn't get that 1% chance of something good. You're just hooked back up to the memory thing, so you now again have advantage on history and arcana checks.
And now I'm also terrorizing the rest of the network again.
Yep.
Okay, I'm really thinking. Hey guys, I'm back.
Oh no, she's back.
Hi, I'm back!
Oh, great.
I can just see Tenchi going, oh god, she's back. Like, just massaging the temples.
Could someone get me my headache medication?
Okay. Okay, now, the things that we have for you to test. We have the first thing that she pulls out is what looks to be a small house made of wooden bricks.
The Mia was excited for a few seconds, but then realized it wasn't gingerbread.
This,
Seems legit.
if I did this correctly, this is a portable house.
If you did it wrong,
If I did it wrong, this is a portable bathroom.
So it's not gonna collapse on me like the last 4.
I think I fixed that problem. I think there's like a 5% chance of that happening this time.
You think or you know?
With Hakase, you never really know. It might be intentional, it might be a mistake. You don't know.
There's also a 10% chance of going inside there. It might. That's not really what would happen if you were inclined to that, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Puts it in the new bag of holding. Await favorable results. Has blind faith it's gonna work, despite the past 4 failures.
Ooh. Can you make something like this, but do something slightly different? Could you make a affordable house that can take us back to our estate from anywhere?
I could work on that, yes.
Ooh, that'd be awesome. You should do that.
But I would need something from your estate.
I'd pull out
Does
something.
paperwork count?
Technically, yes.
Demia pulls out a plushie from her room at the estate. Does this work?
That'll work.
Hands the plushie over.
It'll probably take about a month or so for me to get that ready, so...
I just love the reluctance to accept paperwork.
Alcasay does not like paperwork.
No, she does not. I did not design her to like paperwork.
It's almost like she's Fae, and literally one of the Faes made Antithesis Bedlam.
Well, you're right on one of those accounts. She is Fae.
I mean the typical mythical Fae. Bedlam is literally one of their weaknesses. All these in a World of Darkness changing game I'm in, where an American Fae was literally destroying other Faes by making them work in a factory to make Fae robots.
That's hilarious. I love it.
It was an American capitalist Fae. How would you guess?
The
Was
other
that-
new thing I have for you to test out is this. As she puts down a crown made of flowers.
Ooh, Demeter puts it on instantly because it's cute.
Roll a d20. Well, actually, no, roll a wisdom save.
Alright. One sec. Just gotta have my thing stop being dumb for a second. For some reason, Roll20's being really laggy for me. There we go. Sorry. Again, apologies that I took so long.
Roll me a d6.
One sec, let me... I was refreshing on the other page, so I just used the spy bot.
Okay.
Roll.
Let me look at my Shidamas.
Sachi pulls out papers and a pen to start recording data.
Okay. 6 is... Everything looks a bit more cheerful and bright, and also slightly red-tinted to you.
Oh, that's awesome. Hey, that flower smiling points to a normal flower, but in Demeter's new vision, it's pretty much just being a happy singing dancing flower, essentially.
This is the flower crown of tinted vision.
I was about to say, did you just give them Pyro Vision from TF2?
The flower crown of tinted vision.
Pyro Vision.
You don't not want to roll a 1 on it.
Pyro Vision.
Seems to be working. Still rapidly recording notes.
The Mia would help by just telling you the crazy shit she's seeing on her...
Hands you something from the Python of resistance. It's just like, it's sweet foods. See if it changes the appearance.
It looks like the most over-the-top delicious sweet food you've ever seen. Even if it's just a simple pie.
Tries eating it to see if it affects the taste.
It tastes better than normal.
Yeah, this is better than normal. And I
It
think
affects the taste buds too.
and I think I hear music when it's going down my throat.
How are you with tickling?
No.
Okay.
So it works. It's working how it should, I think. You see, I designed that to help people with, what was that thing that Tenchi called it again? PTSD?
Post-traumatic stress,
Ooh,
depression.
ooh, we should give it to Colton.
Yes! Sachi agrees. That and Vixen. Has not quite figured out what Sidon's thing is yet. But Colton and Vixen match the profile.
To me, it takes it off and hands it to Sachi, but it's like, when we find Colton, I give him a big hug and you slip it on his head.
Deal.
Okay, better get 2 new character sheets ready.
Yep. Colton's gonna hate this.
Probably.
Those are the only 2 items I have right now for testing. I'll probably have more soon. Oh, wait, I can give you this. And
Sachi accepts whatever it is unquestioningly.
she hands you something that looks like a tadpole. But big.
Froggy.
If I did this correctly, I should be able to project my voice through this, telling you when I have new things for you to test.
Ooh, that's fun.
If I did it wrong when I try to do that, it'll blow bubbles. Or fire.
Communication thingy.
Both
Bubbles or fire.
one is good, the other not so much. Although
Don't keep it in your pocket.
I suppose if we need to set up a fire, we could contact you to ask you to talk, and then we can use it to set up a fire.
Or Sachi walks just outside the store in case it's fire. Try communicating! Yelling that back into the establishment while pointing the tadpole towards the sky.
Okay, roll me a d6.
My joke to you.
Alan? In a garbled but slightly like
Movie underwater speak.
yes. New stock available.
Hi! I yelled down.
Okay,
I yelled down.
try that again. We're gonna try this at least 2 more times to make sure it's consistent.
Okay. Roll me another d6. Okay, the first one, new stock available, and the last one,
So the last one was bubbles. And the second one was actually clear.
Okay. Just making noise.
Or was that fire, not bubble? I'm not
that's fire.
quite
That
sure.
was fire.
Okay, so fire. Clear, garbled, gotcha. Sancho just nod, walk back in. It works.
Good.
There's a way up there.
I'm sure everyone saw the fire. Sanji just thinks it works because the first and the second one worked. Kind of.
The meter golf clapped.
2/3 of the time works every time.
Sachi's not the sharpest tool in the shed.
Now, happen with the 2 new items. The portable house and the flower crown of tinted vision. And if you need to, the Tad, I'm calling it the Tad phone.
Tad phone.
Should let you know if I have new stock.
And fire.
Can I ask something?
What do you want to buy?
Demir pulls out her purse and just tips all the money she has onto the table because she doesn't know economy.
Huh.
That's her mum's job, not hers.
So what do you want to buy?
What can I buy with this? She puts down 32 gold and 10 silver. She does not know. No, and 10 platinum. She doesn't know what that could get her.
For someone like you,
Specs, be nice.
I'm gonna be nice. Okay, do you want something experimental or something that I know works?
Yes.
Yeah. This is gonna be good.
She goes around the room looking for things. Here we go. And then she returns. And hands you a pair of shoes.
Mia looks ooh, what are these?
Well, these are shoes that I made for, well, while I was working on shoes for a friend of mine. He wanted shoes that would allow him to be able to be more silent and walk on walls. These are not those.
Shoes of tap dancing.
These shoes have at least two purposes that I've discovered. One, they make you capable of avoiding magic a little bit better. Okay, that's a +1 to your saves for rolling for one rolling for saves on magic attacks.
Aye. Which will be
So
useful.
big.
Which will be useful in my danger sense.
And the other ability is they can take you to a place you can see. At least I think that's what it's doing.
Go catch it, Bunga Boots.
How far away from where I can see?
Well, last time when I tested them, I was able to teleport to the edge of my vision.
Considering Sachi's absolute propensity for teleportation and movement magic, would Sachi be able to glean anything else? Since this is a realm that Specs isn't as keyed into.
After you've seen them used a few times, yes.
Gonna start taking notes.
Demir puts them on.
That would be about 100 gold, so takes your platinum.
Is that right? I look at Sachi because expecting Sachi to be able to know the maths.
Sachi looks over, you had 10 platinum, that's 10 that she took, yes.
You can keep the gold.
Puts the gold back in her purse.
I just realized Sachi is a good influence on teaching Demeter how to use money. It should not be the case.
By the way, well, those shoes are attunement.
Or are not.
Are attunement.
Yeah. So Demir will be wearing them for a bit then.
Yes. The flower crown is not. The house is not.
Huzzah. I have more test things. I'm gonna laugh my arse off if it turns into a toilet.
Yeah, it's a porta potty.
That's how I have it listed in my items. It's Porto John / house.
Look,
because I'm expecting the toilet to be the majority of what I roll.
Look, we're playing Digimon World right now, and Demeter is your Digimon. You need the portable toilet.
Agreed.
We'll move on from two at the Hakase spec shop and move on to Agamida.
Yay. Okay. So who do I meet at the docks?
Let's see. While you're at the docks, you come. Let me roll a dice. You come across a group of. 1 second. 3 lizard folk and 3 dragonkin. Just dragonkin are not exactly the same as dragonborn; they're slightly different. Instead of dragonborn, which don't have wings, dragonkin have wings.
Okay.
And they have smaller, snouts. Their snouts aren't as far out as dragonborns are.
Okay.
pug dragonborn.
Greetings, Scalekin.
Ah. One of them looks up. Ah, you must be from, judging by your scales, from a swamp.
Yes, that's right.
One of the lizard folk rolls his shoulder as he leans up. Kind of figured as much. I'm from the swamp as well.
I am Crerdexi. You know, the Crerdexi people. It's a ways from here, but how are you getting on in this city?
Better than I thought I'd be. I'm the dockmaster here.
And you've I just want to make sure that you've heard of my victory near the tavern. I believe I fought one of the dock workers there.
You're the one that fought him in the bar.
That's right. My name is Agamida.
Yeah, he mentioned you.
Yes. I just wanted to make sure that that news had spread further than the confines of the bar. Not all human places are as united as the lizard folk are.
Yeah. Humans don't generally like to talk about feats of strength that much.
Yes, they are close-minded, as in my experience. How is the dock work? Does it build your strength?
Yeah. Definitely does.
And what kind of goods do you move through here?
This is where we move the beer.
Oh no!
Yes. I've heard of many beers, but particularly the lotus wine has struck my interest.
I think we have a bottle lying around here.
And does it have a price?
Let's see. Hey, Aerosia. Do we have any of the lotus wine that traveled through here left? Yeah, about 2 bottles left that the bar didn't take. Or the caverns didn't take. How about this? As he sets an arm down on the table. If you can beat me in arm wrestling, you get a bottle for free.
I would gladly take on that challenge.
Oh no.
So, this will be a contested athletics or strength roll.
Okay, gladly. The same thing for me. So I will make my roll.
Wow, I did not
Nice,
get to
18.
roll for level. Even with a +2 to his strength. Well, it is a
challenge.
It is the best 2 out of 3 for this kind of strength challenge. So, second roll is 90 for him.
Best 2 out of 3. No problem.
Unfortunately.
You unfortunately are kind of struggling with halfway through with this one, so I'll need to make one more roll because he has a +2 to his strength. 14.
No, 7.
Okay, I'm gonna. You managed. You unfortunately lose at the last second, mostly because the table wobbles a bit.
Ah, you are lucky. The table favored you at the last second, but luck is part of the skill in battle. You have
You
won.
did it really good. What? Lotus Wine is yours for 20 gold.
I'll take it.
You have a bottle of Lotus Wine.
All right.
Not
Lotus
medicated
Wine.
this time.
I'm sorry, that's just can be medicated.
Sorry,
The medicated ones prevent you from getting the bad stuff.
Did I just hear Lotus Wine?
Yeah.
No.
Thank you.